Hey, welcome into Rob Wright's Gen X Pop Culture. And Tony Stark is with me tonight, and we're celebrating all my wonderful subscribers. Oh my goodness. I was very fortunate and blessed to have a couple of videos that just, transcended anything I've ever done that have allowed me to get this many subscribers so quickly. And I'm just thankful and blessed. Thank you to everybody out there who subscribed to me. I'm so fortunate to have you as subscribers. And I just want to celebrate this with all of you. And Tony was gracious enough to be able to come on with me. Tony, how are you?
Gracious. No, I'm just happy for you, sir. I'm happy for you. No, gracious, as if I have better things to do. Absolutely not. No, for starters, congratulations. We're going to go over some statistical references just to explain just how lofty of an achievement you have just achieved. If you reach 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, you are in the top 5%. If you reach 10,000, you're in the top 1%.
Wow.
So you are 1,000 subscribers over into the top 1% of YouTubers. So let me break this down to you. The bulk of YouTubers don't get past 100 to 500 subscribers because most people on YouTube are users. They're not content creators. So it creates a very steep margin, very steep margin of subscriber count. So you have the head count as of this notice stop. You had the head count at 1K. You had the head count at 5K. So I challenge everybody in the chat that's watching this now or sticking the cassette in and rewinding it to watch his stuff. Get this man his watch hours so he can get a little bit of ad revenue, okay? Because if he gets another video that drops 40K or 1,000 watch hours, that's about $500 to $600 in ad revenue that he could bank on.
Wow. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize they paid you that much. That's
so
cool.
Do your boy a solid.
Yeah, plus
and watch his stuff, give him his watch hours so that something happens like this again. Guess what? That's Christmas. That's a birthday. That's taking his friends out to dinner, anything.
Yeah, that's buying gifts for all my wonderful, friends that come on and do live streams with me. And I don't slack on the gifts either. So
no, you don't. He doesn't. Proud owner of 2 fully completed gestalts because of this guy.
Oh, and wait till this Christmas because
don't tease me like that.
Some other ones too.
You're gonna be sending me stuff for my birthday. Thankfully, I don't think you remember my birthday.
No, your birthday is in September, right? Is it September or October? One of the two.
You don't remember the day, so I'm good.
We'll find out, though.
It might fall on this thing called the 28th. Oh no, heavens!
28th of September, yeah.
Oh, okay. I spilled the beads. I woke Daddy. I hopped on Pop. Oh,
yeah, I didn't think it was October. I thought it was September, but I wanted to say October just in case I missed it. But I knew it was September or October. At least I had 2 out of a 12 chance. So. And just want to say hi to everybody that's here. Swift -1, Sean Carter, Agent Pepsi 1 is here. Thank you, Agent Pepsi 1.
Agent Pepsi 1, if you're available, come up here. I want to argue with you to celebrate. I mean, argue with you.
All right. So, speaking of Agent Pepsi 1, I love her to death. I'm so thankful that she comes on and does the music streams. She does a great job, and
yes, she does.
She also. She was on the Medal of Honor stream or the video that got like 20K. And I think they just wanted to hear her sexy voice. I think that's the real reason why I got
I see.
I think that's the real reason. I think Agent Pepsi 1 is part of the reason why I'm at 11K because
she does have a wonderful voice.
Yeah, that and Heather L is on a lot of my streams too. And the guys just go for her too, big time. So, I mean, I guess that's a secret too. But no, Agent Pepsi won throughout the gauntlet. So I released a Billy Joel non-spoiler review of his documentary, which is actually really good. It's on Max. And
Mhm.
she's like, I want to see spoilers. So I threw down the gauntlet to her and said, if you get 5 people to respond to your comment on that video saying that they want spoilers, I'll make a spoiler video for you guys tonight with all the dirt from the Billy Joel documentary. So if that happens, that's great. Oh no, Agent Pepsi One's a little bit hoarse from class. Her vocals have not gotten used to being
Oof.
in class. Oh gosh. But hey,
Oh,
honors history, which hopefully she's got the good student.
Agent Pepsi One's probably sounding like this right now. Oh wait, wrong horse. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, it's just that's awesome. And Agent Pepsi One, I hope those kids are well behaved, and I hope everything's going well because this is a significant change for you. I know you taught German. I know you switched over to history. That's great. Hopefully, it's not from screaming at kids like Sean Carter suggested.
No, I think it's screaming at kids. But it's an honors class. Why would she have to scream at them?
I don't know. I think that those are hopefully the best well-behaved students.
We know what's happening in the education system today and how kids
Oh,
can
yeah.
basically get away with murder. But you would
Oh, no
assume
kidding.
that an honors class would be a little bit more structured and disciplined. I would hope so.
Oh,
I
she
honestly
teaches
would
German
hope
and
so, but I don't know. I don't know the in-depth state of the education system these days. I know that on the surface level, 9th graders. Okay,
Oh,
so yeah,
okay.
so yeah, there's some screaming going on.
Now, are you screaming in German or are you screaming in English at them?
Are you cussing at them in German and they can't figure it out? Because that's what I would do if I was you.
Oh, you know, she get in so much trouble. She cussed in German, but
Not if anybody doesn't know what she's saying. For all we know, she's just talking in German. To be frank, though, German is the kind of language where you could say something and then be the most nice, genuine compliment you can give, and people, if they don't know what you're saying, will probably still give you a "What the fuck? Did you just make fun of my mom?" You know, it's the same way with French, though. You know, it's like you can call them, a piece of, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're so sweet." Just because it's
but you know, we got Google
Language
Translate
of
on
love.
our phones, so I mean,
Yeah.
you never know. You never know what somebody might be able to use. I mean, hey, especially if they allow phones.
Looks like we got the dad jokes coming out early from Sean, saying it's to be Frankfurter. You really want the radio
Oh, good
demon
one,
to say
Sean.
hi. Stop vexing the demon. He will arrive.
She didn't cuss at him at all, but she did ask the counselor who told me that she transferred another student in my class. Is he a blank blank? Maybe. So pretty funny
Is
stuff.
there a Heather L? I did not see her come through the door.
No, I don't know. I sent an email to her. If she can.
Lombardi said hi to Heather L, and I did not see her.
Yeah. Hey, Sean Carter, if you've got energy and wanna hang out, come on.
Get your ass
I
up
put
here.
a link in one of the chats we're on. So if you've got it,
They let me go early. Yes. Yes. Free at last. Free at last. Praise the Lord. Free at last.
yeah. So anyway, Sean, come shoot the breeze with us. We'll deliver a couple of news bits tonight too.
That's not the only victory. Your 11K is not the only victory.
No, we got another one to talk about.
Yeah.
You want to introduce the story?
Well, from what we have gathered, ladies and gentlemen, the great Gina Carano, with no sense of doubt from the general audience far and abroad, has won her case with a very generous settlement with the Disney Corporation of America. She settled, and she has, gotten quite a large boon from the settlement.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the Deadline article
Yes.
Basically, I mean, let me see if I can find the right one. That's 3 hours ago, 1 hour ago. Come on, give me the good one. Okay. So she settled the wrongful termination lawsuit, and really, honestly, I hope this helps her reputation and hope that she can get uh, Hollywood jobs again. Not that she wasn't getting any other jobs or doing something great at the Daily Wire, but man, I want to see her in the mainstream again, and I think she's a great actress, and I think she deserves it. Swift minus one, hey, and SP4H is in here. I want to say hi to them as well. But so here's kind of what it says. This is from like a Fox News article that I pulled up. I've come to an agreement with Disney and Lucasfilm, which I believe is the best outcome for all parties involved. I hope this brings some healing to the Force, which I think is awesome that she said that. I hope to make you proud. I'm excited to flip the page and move onto the next chapter. My desires remain in the arts, which is where I hope you will join me. Chrono sent in a statement, which I think that's a great statement. And I hope that maybe that she can get some kind of cameo in the Mandalorian movie. So welcome in, Sean Carter. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well.
I'm surrounded by 2 sexy men, and I'm beginning to debate my sexuality. Hi, Sean. How you doing?
Congrats. Good. Congrats, Robert.
Oh, thanks, Sean. I appreciate it.
When did that happen? Like, I remember I was looking at your channel as like there's a few hundred and 1,000, and all of a sudden it just exponential growth, man. That's
well, you get somebody on from the History Channel, I guess people take notice.
Yeah. So it was really 2 videos that really popped it. So
that's great.
One of them was the Medal of Honor video that I did with Agent Pepsi 1, and I think that one hit 20K. So I think the content was meaningful to people, and that's why I got so many views. And all the guys love Agent Pepsi 1's sexy voice, so that's probably part of it too.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna give her credit there,
so
and
nice
then
too.
Oh yeah, she's a sweetheart. But don't tell any of her students that. They don't need to know that.
We gotta maintain the illusion there.
Yeah, and then the Band of Brothers wrap up video hit 40K, and that's the one that really took off. That was the one where I showed all my pictures from the trip, and also I featured historian Marty Morgan, who has several shows on the History Channel that he does, and he does the tours, really and then all of my tour group watched that video. And probably I spread it around to my family. They probably spread it around to theirs. So we've got some of that, and apparently it went all over the world too. So apparently YouTube liked it and was featuring it, and people clicked on it, but and subscribed, which is awesome. Still don't have the watch hours to get monetized, so I didn't make a cent off of any of those videos.
Oh, you'll get there. You know that's going to come. Don't.
That's going to happen in no time now.
Yeah. But tell us, Rob, what's it feel like to have a 40K video? Like, I think my top is like 2,000 or something.
Well, the Band of Brothers videos. If you see the Band of Brothers videos, they started popping. I think the 4th one really started popping the 2K territory. And then as we got closer to my trip, I think I was sending them to the people that were on my trip, and they were sharing them, and those popped in the 4 and 5K range. So those popped up there, and I think that's part of it that happened. So I think really a lot of it has to do with like content, really in real reality, and that's why
the highest video that I ever uploaded was a short, and it was like 17K.
That's awesome.
So the fact that you were able to do it with a long form video converted from a stream, that's the flex in that achievement.
Yeah.
Because streams usually have a shelf life of 48 hours after they're streamed and converted into an upload.
With that one,
you did great. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Well, that one, I mean, I had Marty on there, and I was going through my entire trip and showing photos of, Utah and Omaha Beach and every place we went on the trip. And then Marty was adding historical commentary. So I was real fortunate in that. And then Heather was on that, and she was asking some amazing questions as well. One of the things that I'm so grateful for all of you guys that have been on my cast for is just everything you bring to it. Heather L is a big part of that because she does a great job not only on her own doing research and commenting on music and historical things, but she asks some wonderful questions. I mean, my goodness, you should have seen the Pacific episode 1 that Marty came on. It didn't have the oomph that I would have liked to see, but she has some wonderful questions of Marty on that, and she does a great job. So, I'm very fortunate to have wonderful people.
Yeah, Heather's definitely one of the most intelligent people I know. For sure.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Questions too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking up here and I'm looking at Tony like staring at you with his avatar.
Yeah.
He's like, I want the 40K.
What now? Listen.
Oh no, I'm just like your avatar is like staring at Rob like from across the screen. It's kind of funny.
Oh yeah. I'm giving him the stink eye. I mean, I'm congratulating him. Yes, congratulations.
But,
couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Yeah.
So
no, I'm
what's
next
for your channel then? Do you have any more plans to do more like big names coming in and doing more interviews like that?
I'm hoping to get Marty back on episode 3 of the Pacific. So we're gonna see if he can make that. Hey, Casey's Creepy Creations, glad you could pop in.
Hey, Casey.
Thank you so much for the class. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody who's popping in tonight. That's great.
Well, you're getting a lot of us from the Stark grade because we just had our episode of our monthly dose of the Widow Files. So
sweet.
Everybody's already in, let's just say, a perky mood.
That's awesome. So. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, so the format of my channel is going to be like this going forward. Once a month, I'm going to have a World War II, and we're going through the Pacific, and then we're going to do Masters of the Air, then World War II movies. And then this weekend, we're kicking off our first episode of Westerns. So I want to tackle like pop culture with World War II, pop culture with Westerns, because I don't think enough of our groups do those things. And I think the World War II has gotten me kind of the success.
It's always a good subject. Yeah. Let me. So you said World War II movies. Are you going to have to do watch parties, or are you just going to review them?
I'm going to review them. We're going to review them, and we're going to talk about them from. So, like, for instance,
are you guys going to do like a private watch party pre-show? That way, you guys have it all fresh in your brains.
I might, but it just depends if I can get the movie streaming and play it for you guys, because I could do that in the backgrounds, non-live, but
non-live.
There are methods to do that.
But like for instance, this weekend, Heather and I are doing Tombstone, and what we're going to do is we're going to review the movie, but also give you the historical contents on context of all the characters in it. So we're going to take it and we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about the movie and the specifics for that. We'll show you slides of the movie, but we're also going to talk about like Wyatt Earp, what happened before Tombstone and after Tombstone, Doc Holliday, the Cowboy Gang, several other characters from the movie, and really talk about the history and the movie together. And I think that's an interesting aspect to it. And we're doing a live stream on that. So it's going to be like Westerns and World War II are going to be kind of that style. And then, I have the music episodes, and we're going to do, with the music, we've added albums of the month, which I think is going to, once we figure out how we want to do that, that's going to help be part of that in just the years. And then what we're going to do is we do the years. We're going to fish out the 70s, 60s. We'll also do bands, and we will also do albums. And so we've got a lot of content that we can cover with that. We can do albums of the years as well, and that'll give us some music content. And then I'll have a pop culture roundup every month where I talk about just summarizing the stories. And this month has got a lot of stuff already. The good, bad, and the ugly. It's pretty awesome.
Hey, do me a favor. Please let me know if you ever do one of my favorite World War II movies called The Gallant Hours. Let me know if you do that, because I absolutely adore. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. That's one I'd love to do.
Oh, it's so good. It's James Cagney plays William Halsey.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
It's about the Battle of Guadalcanal and how he took took charge of that situation, and I really like it because there's no shooting. You don't see any bullets going around. Like there's one scene where they're in a bomb shelter on the island, but you don't see any war happening. It's all the behind the scenes and his staff, and it's so good. Cagney's so good in it, and it's
he's a great actor anyway.
Yeah, and it's on Tubi free, so it's so good.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I'm actually going to have a watch party for it myself on my channel at some point.
Very cool. And I see Wes Cable's requesting The Great Escape. Love that movie. That's a great movie. But yeah, I mean, if you're a history buff, World War II and Westerns, we're going to have you covered on history. So like, for instance, Heather L and I are doing Tombstone. So we're going to tell you about Wyatt Earp. We're going to tell you about Doc Holliday. We're going to tell you about the Cowboy Gang. We're going to tell you about other characters that are involved in that. As well as go over Tombstone. And we're going to kind of ask the question, is it historically accurate? And Heather has some great insights on to the town of Tombstone and the OK Corral that she's going to share that is going to be really awesome. So, history, that kind of stuff. I mean, another really cool movie that I really want to introduce people to in the World War II genre is A Bridge Too Far. I don't know if you guys have heard that or seen it.
I don't think I have. Doesn't sound familiar.
It is from the 70s, and it has a lot of good people. Sean Connery, Michael Caine, a lot of great stars.
I've heard of it, but I don't think I ever watched it in one sitting.
Hopkins?
Like I think I've seen it in background TV and.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. Anthony
if you
Hopkins,
can find it, it's
Robert
free
Redford,
on YouTube.
James Caan.
Yes.
Gene Hackman, Laurence Olivier.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow. How did I never heard of this? Elliot Gould.
Yeah. It's about Operation Market Garden. And
God, one of the worst snafus in the war.
Well, kind of yes, and kind of no.
War with politics. That was your lesson that you were supposed to get out of Market Garden. Did that happen?
Well, okay. So, do you want me to go over that and some of the things that I haven't Garden? So, yes, it was a failure. Yes, it did mix politics in that. Yes, we didn't get to where we needed to go and get our objective and accomplish it. Right on. Yeah, the overall mission was not a success. However, the thing about it that I think gets overlooked is the fact that we held the first two bridges throughout the rest of the war. And that was significant, holding southern Netherlands as we did, because it basically forced, in some ways, the Germans to have to come back through in the Bulge rather than having them reconquer the Netherlands and kind of cut everything off in half from that direction. They had to go through Belgium and Luxembourg, and we were fortunate to hold that too. In Bastogne. So it's interesting,
John Ratzenberger's in this movie too. I wonder if he just spits out useless facts.
Maybe.
Yeah, in Bastogne.
He's in part of it. Yeah.
yeah.
But it's Operation Market Garden, and the cool thing is, having been there, it was interesting. So. And if you watched my video about the one with 40K, you'll find out different places that we went to, because we went on the bridge. That was the Bridge Too Far. And we went in and saw all the different museums that were really cool. And one of the famous lines from that movie is, "Bring up the Piet," which is basically an anti-tank gun. And we saw an actual Piet at the museum. So it's kind of cool.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Not Admiral Piet. Or
not
Admiral Piet from
Empire. not Star Trek. Not Empire. Sigvaldsen, even if the Germans had won the Bulge, they ultimately would have been crushed by the Soviets, like happened in our timeline. Part of that is they were getting crushed by the Soviets on that front, but also my understanding is most of the Bulge was to try and force if they had gone through it, they were trying to force kind of a ceasefire agreement with the rest of the West so they could turn on the Soviets. And that's kind of what my understanding is, but it's interesting. So
Operation Overlord was a posture of military force that had two intentions. The first was to demonstrate that we had the fighting men and the numbers and the ability to siege a well-fortified area. And secondly, it was a method of posturing to where it could force a surrender. It could, be such a benefit of attrition towards our gain.
Yeah.
That it could have, started peace talks or surrender.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. And Agent Pepsi 1, yeah, you're right. Patton was right. I mean, Patton decided to go north before he was ordered to. And thank goodness he did, because he got to Bastogne fairly quick. And that helped bail out the 101st. So it's pretty interesting, especially since he got there right before the weather kind of cleared up. So, but it's interesting. And World War II is so fascinating. And, the European angle, understanding that, but now understanding the Pacific and all the different things that happened there. I mean, this past episode, it got 200 views really quick. Heather and I did a lot of history on it. We did a lot of research on really what we wanted to understand in these last week's episode that we did on episode 2 of the Pacific, which is Balissone's, Medal of Honor, what he did to win the Medal of Honor, his actions. We started off by explaining kind of the mindset of the Japanese at that time, and I don't think that gets talked about enough. I think a lot of times that, modern takes on World War II and other things, we tend to see everything from a Western point of view rather than try and understand the point of view of the other people that were fighting us. Yes, Marcelo Lopez, Barcelona was simply a bad A. Yes, he was awesome. Yeah. I mean, he was incredible. I mean, and, once we get done with the Pacific, I'm going to do another Medal of Honor episode where I talk about the guys from the Pacific that won the Medal of Honor, and he's definitely one of them. And we read his citation, and I mean, the guy just was awesome. And that, I don't think that episode that aired on HBO did enough to show how much of a badass he was, because he was really awesome. Yeah, Kota Bushido. Yeah. I mean, very much samurai influence right up to the 1940s and 50s in Japan, from what I understand. So very interesting. So, guys, I mean, the thing about me is I love pop culture and I love history, and those just kind of started to work together. And here comes Wes Cagle. All right.
Hey, greetings and felicitations.
Hey. Yeah, you guys were talking about World War II movies. I just had to be in here. I couldn't stand in the chat much longer just listening to you guys talking about my favorite subject.
And the fact that somebody was mentioning Star Trek, I think James Caserta, and you come in with the True Lane avatar.
Yeah.
I love True Lane. Might be my favorite TOS episode character after Scotty. That is.
He's my favorite Q for what it's worth.
And my understanding is he's making another appearance in one of the Star Trek shows.
No,
wait, who is
the Trelane?
Yeah, he was. They had an episode about him, and and then they got John Delancey to play his dad. So they're trying to insinuate that Trelane is a Q, which is utter BS. He is not a Q.
So I don't.
He's a P.
Debatable.
He's a P. He's a PIA.
Hang on. I'll be back in one sec. Talk amongst yourselves. I want to show you guys something really quick.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to show you guys something really cool really quick.
Brace yourselves.
Yeah. The minute you started, when you guys were talking about A Bridge Too Far, and I was like, hey, Maximilian Schell's in that movie. He was awesome. And you're like Maximilian. You should not have done that.
Movie too.
Yeah. He was great, man.
Through and beyond.
And beyond. Yeah.
That's one movie I wouldn't mind if they remade.
I watched it the other day. It holds up. It holds up now. You don't really have to remake it.
It sure does. And
it's better than I remember.
Yeah, it would be hard to beat getting someone to do what Roddy McDowall did with Vincent, and Slim Pickens as Bob.
They're all dead, except for Lieutenant Pizer. They're all dead. They're all dead, all of them.
Yeah, it's an old movie.
So if you want the original Trelane as a Q, this book.
Yeah, but it's not true.
I don't know. It's debatable. I can see the points
is
against
what they
it.
call beta canon or something like that.
Yeah,
it's not. Here's the thing. Without getting too deep into the nerd conversation.
Oh,
in the original one, Trelane thought that they were still stuck in the 18th century.
Correct.
And he needed a machine to do his stuff. He had a mechanism.
Will you just let me make the idle joke? I didn't expect this to turn into a full-on debate on is Trelane a Q?
Wow, we're getting into some nerdy stuff here.
Oh, no. I should have just kept my mouth shut.
Hang on. Let him make his full point, though.
That was it.
Okay. Well, when as a counterpoint to he needed a machine thing, he's basically like an 8-year-old maybe, in essential. So he's training. He needs a machine to help, and I know that's kind of debunked. That might be debunked a little bit when they did that episode with the girl Q when she's young, but she's already.
There's
high school
a Voyager episode where they have a child, they have a baby Q, and he gets powers immediately.
Yeah, well, Voyager doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
No, it does. I count Voyager.
Anything that says lungfish is the form of peak evolution doesn't count.
any show that has a Captain Insaneway and a first officer Chipotle doesn't count in my book. So,
well,
like it or not, it's canon though.
I like the debate with it, but then again, there could be other beings out there that are different than Q that have certain powers that are similar.
True.
So.
Maybe he's an R.
Well, look at Nagila. Look at Nagila from Where Silence Has Lease.
Yeah,
Agent Pepsi 1 coming in hot, saying Trelane, or however you spell his name, was only there to do my bidding. Tasha is the true evil of the universe.
That explains everything.
Tasha had that wonderful
You're
PSA
a mean
about
one,
drugs.
Mrs. Bell.
Yeah, Tasha had that great PSA with Wesley about not using drugs, so we got to give her a break.
Yeah, but I don't think Wesley listened. I think he's on every drug on the planet. Yeah. Listened to him lately, so.
It's definitely some Xanax for sure.
So, Wes Cagle, you mentioned a couple of your favorite World War II movies as well. We've talked about A Bridge Too Far, which, guys, check that out.
It's great.
We'll definitely do that.
Oh, man, it's fantastic. And, they use, they don't have all the German officers speaking English.
No, they don't.
And the Dutch people speak Dutch. So there's subtitles in this film.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And it has Robert Redford doing one of the most awesome scenes ever. I don't want to give it away, but it's awesome when he's crossing the river. You know, Rob, what the scene is. Mm-hmm. That's freaking great.
So, gosh, I got to tell you guys this story. Hang on. All right. So I'm on the trip, and we're staying in Arnhem, and we're there for 2 nights. And so I paid for a solo room. The room I got was a freaking suite. Let me tell you about this room. So it's bigger than the room I'm in right now. It's almost as big as my living room. It's that big with everything. So you walk in, you go to the right, there's the big king size bed, and it's got a TV. On the other side, you've got another TV and a little living room area with a table. I was on the first floor, but it had a patio with a cover. And then you walk into the bathroom. The bathroom is enormous. It's almost 1.25 the size of the other room. So the bathroom has 2 sinks. It has a jacuzzi tub, a big jacuzzi tub, and a walk-in shower with a metal thing that you can put down to where you can turn it into a steam shower. Sauna. It was insane. Crazy.
Wow.
So I had this thing for 2 nights. It was awesome.
Oh, Lord.
So after everybody was done with dinner and everybody was going to bed and stuff, I just was like, hey man, I'm going to soak my feet because we walked a lot. I'm like, I'm going to use this jacuzzi tub. So I got the jacuzzi tub, put up my iPad. Bridge Too Far was on it, and I hadn't seen it. And so I watched the Bridge Too Far just lying and lounging in that tub.
Ooh, nice.
It was awesome. I was just like, holy cow. I couldn't believe I got that kind of room. I was like, holy cow. And then I told others on my trip about the room, and they're like, let's see this. And they're like, holy crap, how did you get this? I'm like, I don't know. I paid more for
George's
a
just
room.
lucky, I guess.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So I guess it pays to have to pay more and be in a solo room, I guess. But man, it was crazy.
Yeah.
No, it was not a youth hostel. These were nice hotels that we stayed at. Really nice hotel. There was one that was a former castle mansion in Luxembourg. So
a castle.
Yeah.
Did you feel any ghosts?
Wes Kegel, you're trying to share something else? What are you sharing?
Yeah, you mentioned, I'm a little late with that. You mentioned the Piet. There it is. There's the scene. That's a Piet. Bring up the Piet from Bridge Too Far.
That's a great shot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. They stick the projectile right in here, and it's you think bazooka, or you think RPG, no, it's pretty wimpy. The thing probably if you watch the film, it goes on a little arc. And it's
nice.
like a little pop gun. Yeah.
And
it's not even
it's not even a mortar. I wouldn't even consider it a mortar. It's just
not even a It's not even It's not a very good shaped charge either. But it was effective. It's what the British had. It was a British weapon. So
it did its job. I mean, basically,
it was a track buster. Yeah. I would use that to throw tracks on.
Well, if you notice what's coming across the bridge, they're not Panzers. They're those armored reconnaissance vehicles. So it can take those out. Yeah. So yeah.
And it did it with good manners.
Oh yeah. Well, the one guy carries an umbrella in the film, and they ask him why. He's like, "Well, because I couldn't remember the passwords anytime they asked me, so I figured if I'm carrying an umbrella, they'll know I'm an Englishman."
Yeah. So basically, they had 3 or 4 pits, and basically they were able to hold the bridge, or at least part of the bridge, up until they ran out of ammo for the pits. But basically, you had them knocking out armor, and then the Germans had to clear the armor before they could bring anything else on, and it would just, shortchange their armor. So
well, that was the whole that was the whole thing.
Hey, Heather.
Hail to Wallace Lang as well. Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks.
They had no heavy. That was the heaviest thing they had because they came in by parachute. So and they actually had to drop. Because they were worried about losing any planes or anything, they had to drop so far from the bridge. I mean, it was like 10 miles from the bridge they dropped. Mm-hmm. So,
yep, it was very interesting. And guys, if you get a chance to go on one of these tours, that was a trip of a lifetime. To see Southern Netherlands was just amazing. So, and yeah, folks, if you go on the Band of Brothers video that got the 40K. We'll show you the Piat in the museum because they've got all the guns in the Arnhem Museum, and Marty talks about the Piat and gives you more information. So watch that video. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So, but anyway, glad you guys are here. Thank you so much for showing up. This is awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. But Heather L., Sean Carter is here. Wallace Lang, James Caserta. Thank you guys for coming in. It's just so blessed and so fortunate to get to 11K. I mean, it's great. But like I said, I mean,
you are officially, according to the stats of YouTube users, in the 1%, and therefore by proxy, a big shot.
Yes, now I got the song stuck in my head. So
the Billy Joel song, Big Shot.
Yeah, Big Shot.
The Big Shot.
Just don't go to Elaine's. Don't go to Elaine's.
Don't go to Elaine's. It's right.
Yeah, which semi-spoiler for AJ Pepsi 1. That song's a Hangover song, and it's about him.
Absolutely, yes.
It's completely about him, but if you guys want me to give spoilers on the Billy Joel stuff, let me know in the video, because Aiden and Pepsi one threw down the gauntlet for that. But
well, I know we've been talking World War II films, but this is a celebration of your entire channel. Speaking of Billy Joel, are you gonna what year are you gonna be doing next in the 70s?
Oh, we got 1974 coming up, and what we have to decide is how we're going to do the album we love. I don't know yet. I'm going to send an email out probably tomorrow to my panelists and find out if they want to do one by the year and we pick an album from like 1974, or if we want to do an album that we love that maybe just one that we all love and that we can agree on, hopefully from the 70s, just to keep it in the same decade. But we'll figure that out as a panel before the 1974. That'll be on the 17th. Mm-hmm. And then the weekend after that is the 24th, and we'll do a pop culture roundup, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And wow, we got a lot of good, bad, and the ugly from this month. So that'll be a fun one to do. But this Sunday, Heather L. and I are going to be on. We're going to be talking about Tombstone, and we're going to talk about the movie. We're going to give you facts about the movie and go over the movie, but also we're going to talk about the history behind it. So we're going to give you, Wyatt Earp and his history prior to Tombstone and what happened after Tombstone to him. Talk about Doc Holliday. We're talking about the cowboy game. We're going to talk about a couple of the other characters in the movie. Heather's going to talk about what she knows about the actual town of Tombstone, and we're going to get into the Vendetta ride, the historical version of that, and the historical version of the OK Corral. So if you like history and you like Westerns, we're going to hit that genre, and it's going to be the first of many Westerns that come up. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So, every month I'm going to have, World War II. We're going through the Pacific, and then we'll do Masters of the Air, and then we'll do World War II movies. With Westerns, we're doing Western movies, and Tombstone is our first one, and then Heather and I will figure out which one we want to do the following month. And then we'll have our, year in music reviews, usually the third week of the month. And then the last week of the month, I'll have a pop culture roundup where I'll give you the good and bad and the ugly of pop culture for that month. So.
Well, I have been on the train that they used in the movie. I went to Tucson once, and you could they have the whole town there where they filmed a lot of the movie, and the train's there. Uh-huh. The interesting thing is that train is only on like 30 or 40 feet of track. It's really small, but they somehow pulled it off in the movie to make it look like it was way bigger than it was.
That's cool.
It's really interesting place. If you ever get to Arizona, it's worth going and checking out that town. They've got like shows, they do a Wild West show and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. It's hot.
Yeah, Heather was telling me about that too. So, yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I'd love to visit someday. I still haven't been to the Grand Canyon. I need to go to the Grand Canyon. So that's on my bucket list too. But
me too. It isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, it isn't going anywhere. So,
but yeah, there's so much in this country that I want to see before I travel abroad. There's so many things in the United States. I want to see Mount Rushmore and the Grand Canyon, and I want to go visit the Northeast in the fall. All these things.
Oh yeah,
there's so much.
You better come to the Northeast before they wall it off.
I need to show my papers.
Well, I'll tell you. I want to see a lot more of the United States too. But with this Band of Brothers trip, I had a chance to go to 7 countries in 2 weeks.
Oh, definitely. I wouldn't have passed that up, especially you're such a World War II buff. It's a no-brainer for you.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I'll tell you some of the places that I love about this country and trips that I've been on. Go to Montana and go to Glacier National Park.
Montana's beautiful.
That is gorgeous hiking up there. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing.
I've only been to Butt. When I was little, my dad filmed. There's some movie my dad was working on, and he took my mom and I up there, and I just remember laughing at. We're in Butt.
Yeah, but Sean, you moving to Texas? Have you gotten a chance to go to visit some of the Texas history? Because Texas history is like the Alamo and San Jacinto.
I drove by the Alamo. We were going to go in there, but we had Dexter with us, and they don't allow pets in there. So we couldn't go check it. But I drove by it. It's a really interesting city. I've been down to Port Aransas, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
Corpus Christi,
Corpus
and then
Christi's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
Corpus
and
Christi's
here,
awesome.
here in Bell County has got some really nice old stuff. I mean, there's like these old towns all over the place up here.
Mhm.
Nice museums and things. And
Yeah, if you
lot
get
of
a
history
chance,
here.
I think it's the first and third weekends of every month. They have reenactors on the weekends at the Alamo. So it's definitely a place to go. But go in either the fall when it cools down or the spring, because the Riverwalk is where you want to spend some time
that's
as well.
what I want to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna
So
do that.
get a hotel in San Antonio, just you and the missus. Go see the Alamo, spend some time on the Riverwalk, go eat Tex-Mex down there, and go walk the river, or get on a boat on the river. It's nice. It's really, really good. A lot of cool bars there too. A lot of fun. So San Antonio is a great place, and maybe someday Tony Stark will be down here to enjoy that too.
Yeah, when we getting you down here, sir?
Well, there are certain things that are providing a challenge to that endeavor that we will
What's
not
her
discuss.
name?
But no. There's just things that are going to be delaying my waylaying. Essentially, I'm waylaid. There's going to be a delay.
Yeah.
Not to explain too much more on the endeavor.
Well,
I'd love
I mean,
to get to Texas by the end of the year, but it may be sometime next year. So we'll see.
Just keep working at it; it'll happen.
Huh?
Sorry, I was leaning back. Just keep working at it; it'll happen.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping.
Well, I have one trip that I'm saving for. That's coming first.
Oh, okay, cool.
And
where's
that
this trip
is that trip is going to be to February, a MegaCon in February in Florida because of a Cotton Council. Cotton Connection.
Oh, cool.
So,
that should be fun.
So I got until February to save up about $3,000, and I'm using my PayPal to do it, and we're already about a tenth of the way there. So
nice.
That's awesome.
So
cool.
that is the plan. I know that I've took 2 trips to Tennessee last year, and it made me feel a little inadequate not being able to pay a lot of my own way. So I don't want to do that again this time. I want to be able to be financially secure on my parts of the trip. So
cool.
Awesome.
Since we're talking about the military, there, I turned my avatar to my dad.
Your father.
Awesome. Where did he serve?
Nice.
He was in the Navy during the Vietnam era.
Oh, sweet.
His carrier was actually in the Gulf, and he fueled up some things with napalm, and they went and got dropped.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and today's the anniversary of the Enola Gay.
No, that was the 6th. That was the 6th.
Or those 6th.
That was the 6th, and then Boxcar is the 9th. So
yeah, Boxcar is the 9th. Yeah. Okay. So and then Westkegel, who you got up there?
Oh, that is Best Parker at the Alamo, baby.
David Crockett.
That's what I'm talking
I thought it was.
Man, I can't wait to go and see the Alamo. I hear they got a great basement, nice wine cellar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's actually a documentary on HBO about Pee Wee Herman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, are you gonna do it, Tony? Are you gonna sing the stars at night?
I'm thinking about it. If I go to the Alamo, I'm gonna have to. But I would have to
don't.
get
on it.
Just don't be Ozzy. Yes, please don't.
But
be
he
Ozzy.
actually peed on the
I got to
monument
go
across
down
the
there
Alamo.
and be like, look at this lovely statue right here. Oh, I really need to take a piss. Here we go.
Yeah, he
No.
wasn't arrested for peeing on a national monument. He was arrested for public urination. That's what.
Yeah.
He peed
Son of
on
a
a
bitch.
plaque that was across from the Alamo, but apparently he was wearing his wife's clothes because he was so out of his mind.
Yes.
And he got out of the hotel. And
Ozzy being Ozzy, right?
See, he could have got out of the entire thing if he just said, I identify as a woman. They would have just let him go. All right, you're all right.
Not at that time. But apparently he made up for it. He made a very generous donation to the Daughters of the Texas Revolution.
Oh, good.
And did a whole lot of stuff for the city of San Antonio. Came back and did a whole bunch of other shows and really made up for it. I mean, My understanding and reading more about Ozzy over the last like 20 some odd years, since like the late 90s into the aughts, is that he did a lot to help people and to apologize for things that he may have done that hurt people. And he was very charitable right up till the end of his life.
Oh, yeah. Well,
And
that
you
last
would-
concert. Yeah, that last
Yeah.
concert, he donated. He donated.
Yeah.
He made sure that all the proceeds, all the profits, were donated.
$190 million
Yeah.
went to just research in Parkinson's alone, and that wasn't even the entire amount of money he donated.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think Sharon was too happy, but he said this is all going to charity. I don't care. He said rock and roll has been kind enough to me over the years. It's time to give back everything. You know, I mean, and he was giving back all along. You're right,
Yeah.
Rob. He did some awful things. He did some bad things, but he was always apologetic and made up for it. He was remorseful and tried to atone. So,
And
He
And
was
to me,
good
that's
soul.
that's a man. That's a man. That's a good soul. That's you know, you can't.
You have
And-
you have my solemn promise, Robert, that I'm not gonna pull an Aussie and get thrown into clink for public urination.
Yeah, and he said it wasn't pleasant wearing a green dress in jail. That's hilarious.
I'm sure it wasn't. That is fun.
I only do the Aussie impersonation because Heather L loves it so much.
Did you know that the Italian Loretto battleships had a wine cellar on board stocked with 2,500 bottles of wine when it was sunk?
Oh,
Wow.
Wow, interesting.
let's go diving.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I wouldn't want to go diving for that because guess what? If you guys were watching my video, this may also be one of the keys to why it got so many hits. Marty told us where the Nazi gold is.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in this lake.
Oh yeah. I've heard this story. You're not allowed to dive there now.
Well, I mean,
They
good
say
luck
you're not allowed
diving
to
there.
dive.
It's so
but-
freezing cold. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Norway? Is it Norway?
no, it's on the Austria-German border. I mean, hang on, let me see if I can pull up the picture of it. I mean, it's God, I can't remember the name of the lake, but basically it's frozen over like 8 out of the 10 months or eight months out of the year. And even now, if you tried to go, you could swim, but it'd be too cold. But you know, not allowed to dive. Yeah, Heather's got it. So there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Not allowed to dive when people can see you. Some lucky lady found a gold bar. Yeah.
Nice.
that must have been hard to bring up, man. Those things are heavy.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is that so Marty told us that it's like fresh water, but it doesn't have the oxygen, so you really can't dive very far
Mm.
anyway. And then the other aspect of it, even subs had trouble because it gets so murky down low. Is that all that gold is way so far down. If it comes back up, then yeah, you might be able to find some of it. But you know, let's see if I got a picture of it. Hang on.
Oh, Agent Pepsi 1 is leaving.
All right, Agent Pepsi 1, thanks for being here. Glad you're in the chat. Hey, Agent Pepsi 1, tomorrow's Friday.
Woo!
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
Oh my goodness. Who sings that song? Carly Rae Jessep?
No, that's Rebecca Black.
Rebecca Black? One of the two. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it is.
Have a good night, Agent Pepsi 1. Take care of yourself, hon.
If I'm not mistaken, it's one of the most downvoted videos of all time.
Correct.
Yes, it is. All right, trying to find this picture for you. I'm looking at all my stuff from. I mean, gosh, guys, going to the Eagle's Nest. The Eagle's Nest is nothing.
Oh,
but the
yeah.
freaking
Now,
views from there were.
is that the little thing that's way atop of the tea house that he built in Obersalzberg? There's you can go up by a little elevator. There's a tea house built up there he has on top of the mountain, and then there's a little elevator that goes all the way up to what's called the Eagle's Nest, if I'm not mistaken. It's a small room, and you can see. Matter of fact, you can see across into Austria. You can see like 3 countries from that thing: Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. It's beautiful.
You mean that elevator?
That elevator, yes.
Elevator go down the hole.
Let me.
Yeah, it's probably one of the only things left of Obersalzberg. I mean, the Berghof is gone. They blew that up.
Yeah, it is.
They got rid of almost every trace of what Borman built there for the mustache guy. So.
Oh man, what did I do? There we go. Yeah, I mean it was. Yeah, I got all kinds of pictures from there. I mean, hang on.
Yeah, I think he only went up. I think he only went up to the Sigvalds and says he preferred the tea house. Yeah, he only went all the way up to the Eagle's Nest, I think, once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He went. Hitler was afraid of heights, but he was only there 15 times.
Yeah, but he did use the tea house on an occasion. Oh, but he preferred to he preferred to stay in the Berghof because it had that that's where he showed his movies every day, and so forth. It had a
Let
movie
me find
theater
the
in
slides real quick because actually I'm going to be showing some of these slides on Raymond Feliciano's show on Saturday.
Cool.
Let's see.
Obersalzberg is a beautiful, beautiful country. It's still beautiful today, even. Yeah.
SB4H, it's a wonderful idea, love. So I have to read the line here, yeah?
Aussie one.
The force has an influence over the weak-minded.
Ozzy, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Ozzy as
Obi-Wan, yes.
Well, you got to have Dio as Han Solo, I think, maybe.
Ronnie, got to have Ronnie find the Falcon Millennium thing, yeah? It's a great idea.
And of course, you got to have Pat Benatar as Princess Leia.
No, Lita Ford. Lita Ford.
I'm sorry. Lita Ford's got some decent songs. She's a mental moron. Pat Benatar is sharp as a whip, and that's what Princess Leia was.
Yeah. See, Heather agrees with Lita.
Get up.
I'm
taking all your metal cards.
How does it feel to be the minority? Shut up!
Well, I feel like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder then.
Oh, speaking of which, it won't be too much longer to where I don't need to use that face claim anymore. I got somebody making some original PNGs of Tony Stark that I'm going to then turn around and animate through my PNG tuber, and that'll provide some more interactivity visually with my thing here. So can't wait.
Did you find those slides?
Oh yeah, hang on. Okay. So, all right, give me a sec.
Nice.
Let me go through them. This is the Maginot Line. Hang on. By the way.
Oh, was that a Panther? Oh no, that's a what is? Oh,
that's a French tank, and it's actually this is the weirdest thing I've ever said in my life. That's a badass French tank.
Well, as you could tell, you can see how aerodynamically designed it is, so that they can drive in the other direction as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually post World War II because you can see it's got all the reactionary armor on it. That's not a World War II tank.
Yeah, it's reactionary
armor. World War II tank. It's right over by where we went in to the Maginot.
That might be 1960s, 70s French tank, I think. Maybe.
Yep.
So.
You can also
got dragon's teeth there.
You can also tell because they have the backup lights on them.
See, Darth Wanker's picking up what I'm putting down. That's right. Ooh la la, drives the other way.
Well, that's why the French, made their flag the way they made it, so that you can just strip off the red and the blue part.
Right, just one whip.
Yeah. So it's
perforated so that it's easy to rip.
And
that's
this
is
the hotel that we stayed at.
Oh, was the hotel right in Obersalzberg?
It was right in Berchtesgaden. It was where
Berchtesgaden,
it was where Himmler's house was.
Okay.
So, and this is the view from that place.
Beautiful.
There was a swing. Can you believe that?
No, thank you. I'm not swinging out over the.
Yeah, and there's where his pool once was.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Kempinski Hotel, and there's the Eagle's Nest right up there.
Cool.
That hotel was awesome. That was nice.
I'm surprised they left the tea house.
Radioactive.
I'm surprised
We
they
do
left
have
the tea house,
radioactive here. It is tradition
Oh, sweet.
to
Hey, radio.
Hey,
run the
radioactive.
Geiger counter over to make sure that he's positively glowing, and
Yeah,
he is.
here's what's left of the Burger Off.
Yeah, there's like hardly anything left. Just some foundation.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Well, they didn't
Dr.
want
Waker's
anybody
like, were
making
there
it a
eggs up
shrine.
there? Did they give you special powers?
Well, they didn't want to make
Yeah.
it a shrine. They want anybody to, to make it a pilgrimage site, So
Yeah. So here's entering the thing, and there's the elevator,
very cool.
Mhm.
and there's the famous fireplace,
Mhm.
and
Hell
this
of
is
a
one
view,
of
though,
the
damn.
dining halls,
Mhm.
and then
Beautiful
this is
view.
one of the windows going out, and that's the lake right there. That's the lake where they've
God.
got all the Nazi gold buried,
Mhm.
the Yahtzee gold.
Yahtzee gold.
But this is just the back end of the. I mean, that's looking down
Oh,
on my hotel
Is that
right
the hotel?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
that's the
cool.
hotel from the Eagle's Nest.
Look how nice and
Yeah,
wooded
you gotta
and
admit.
pristine
I
area
mean,
is.
look at some of this terrain. Look at these hills and valleys and stuff. I mean, people were fighting
Yeah.
a war in this, man.
Well, I was gonna
Yeah.
say it's all pristine now. Nice. It's
Yeah.
very nice.
So there's the Eagle's Nest from the back end. But yeah, you overlook the Austrian Alps. So yeah, that's where the hills were alive.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, there's the lake. That's where all the gold's buried right there. That's the lake right there.
Now, were they just trying to transport it across the lake, or did they just throw it
No,
in there to
they
hide
dumped
it?
it all in there because they didn't want anybody getting it.
Yeah.
If I can't have it, no one shall.
Exactly, because a lot of it was stolen.
Yeah.
Hey, Darth Wanker. Hey, Radioactive. Glad you guys could show up. But yeah, so
Yeah, anytime you might find a bar of gold with the Yahtzee insignia on it, you got to think, because they melted all the stuff down to combine into gold. How many of these were fillings? So I don't want to touch any of that stuff.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is.
I-
you
yeah.
just gave me an idea for new Skeletor short. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's
Remember,
awesome.
when you're playing Wolfenstein and picking up all the Yahtzee gold, most of that was from people's mouths.
Yeah, that's
Until we
awful.
meet again.
It's awful.
but
Yep.
yeah, that's overlooking the Alps. I mean, it's just majestic.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is beautiful.
There's another picture of it right there. And then some of my friends, and then my picture. So, and this is where Germany.
Oh, that is a beautiful building.
Yeah,
That is
And
some
then-
nice European architecture. I love it. It is beautiful.
yeah, but this isn't so beautiful. This is Hitler's mentor right here, Dietrich Eckhart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can take solace in the fact that when he rose to power, he pushed that guy right out because he was such a disloyal person. Hitler was.
Oh yeah, so
No, wasn't he constantly tweaking though? Like,
Oh yeah.
always
oh yeah,
yeah.
oh yeah. He was on all kinds of stuff, and that's where they were stationed at the end of the war, where the Band of Brothers were. So
Nice, beautiful. Another beautiful architecture from
Yeah.
back in the day.
Springtime for Hitler had Germany.
Wow.
dude, we
I
had
love the
amazing
countryside.
apple strudel in
Yeah.
Austria. It was just fantastic. But look at the greens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so
Mhm.
beautiful.
You'd think you were in Ireland.
Yeah.
You think you were in Ireland, yeah?
There's a little
anyway.
town in California called Solvang that is very influenced by those buildings. It's a big Dutch influence over there,
Hmm.
and they've got like old bakeries, and it's still run by German families. And you just walk by them and you smell the candy and the strudel and stuff, and it's so good. It's a neat little town in Central California. It's
Oh,
very
sweet.
unique.
Very cool.
Fredericksburg has some of that. And then also, a couple of other towns in Texas. Heather L says Ireland's the greenest place she's ever seen. Darth Wanker, yes, there's skiing nearby. And then The summer activities, my understanding was that they have like boats and stuff on that lake, and but there's a lot of very wealthy people that live around that area. So there's a lot of regatta stuff, but I don't think there's a lot of swimming in that lake.
Brother, may I have some oats, brother? No, brother.
So,
These
but
oats are mine.
yeah, that's Austria and the Austrian Alps. I mean, that was just to go
Awesome.
there was just awesome.
Yeah.
So,
That's some beautiful country. Bavaria, Austria, Switzerland, that whole triangle area. That is,
Yeah.
man, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
I would love to see Liechtenstein too, man. That's small country, but it's beautiful country too.
Oh yeah. Well, another country that I went to was Luxembourg, and we were in Luxembourg City, and so we walked to the palace and ate at a restaurant near the palace, and that was kind of cool. And then old Luxembourg is down in a canyon, and you have these great forts that they had that protected the city, and you could see why it was a city state because it's in that canyon. They had water resource and everything, so it was really cool.
Yeah.
So I didn't see any Smurfs in Belgium, so we're okay there. But
Any what?
Smurfs.
Smurfs in Belgium.
Oh,
Belgium. But yeah, I mean, Belgium was really cool. The museum in Bastogne is amazing, and then I had an incredible crepe for brunch.
Nice.
That one day. I mean, it was just great, good food. I mean, I had some great food.
And
Great.
no, Darth Wanker, you don't want to go to Djibouti. It is not a pleasant place. No.
No, you don't want to go to Djibouti. Sean, there's a Czech place in a town called West that's like north of Waco that has real good kolaches and German type food. But also, also if you go to like the Nimitz Museum in Fredericksburg, there's a German restaurant right around there that's really, really good. So,
as soon
Very
as I
cool.
get about a half an hour north of town, all you see are billboards about the best kolaches in Texas. Like, and if anyone doesn't know what a kolache is, it's basically like a dried tamale. It's like every culture has this. So there's a big Czech immigration that came up to Central Texas, like in the 1800s, I think, and that was their food. It's a way you encase beef in breading to preserve it. And
Czech. Okay, you mean Czechoslovakian? I didn't know.
Czechoslovakian,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because every culture almost has their version of what that kolache is. You got tamales, you got naan, you got all kinds of you just this bread that becomes like a hardtack, and you just preserve food with it. But yeah, they're crazy. When we moved here, my wife got her first job, and they had a breakfast. And like, hey, do you want a kolache? And she goes, "What's that?" And like she said, everyone just stared at her like she was from Mars or something. She's like, I don't know what a kolache is.
Yeah, you don't know. Come
Yeah,
on.
and then
Educate
they offered
me.
her a Big Red, and she didn't know what that was. Basically,
Is that? That's not the gum, is it?
No,
it's the drink.
All right,
You know what a Big Red is?
I'm going to humor James Caserta, folks, because he's been talking about this for a little bit, so I will go ahead and humor him. Achtung! Get fat, scheiße!
Do I need to mute him?
Well, it's because he was, vegetarian. Vegetarian diet will do that to you.
Yeah, it will. Yep. Anyway,
That's not me.
Wallace Lang said he prefers Scooby-Doo to Smurfs. I would too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heather L said fruit and poppy seed also for kolaches. Yes, very much those two things. But yeah, it's interesting all the different kinds of food you can get here as well. But
you need to go on Canadian Spider-Man's travel show one time and talk about your trip.
Yeah, you got a lot of
Love
pictures. He likes to
talk.
talk about traveling.
Definitely. You can do the whole, because, Market Garden covered all of, northern, western, eastern Holland, southeastern Holland. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he would love to talk to you about that stuff.
Yeah, all of Market Garden. I mean, gosh, we went. Yeah, it was so beautiful. That was so much fun going through there.
Now, did you? I know. Obviously you visited the bridge at Arnhem. Did you visit the bridge at Eindhoven and Nijmegen?
Yeah, we drove through them. Basically, what we did was we went to there's a special place that they took us to where the 101st landed, and we got to see where their landing was. And there's a special event that we got to participate in there, and that was pretty cool. Basically, you have to go on the trip to do it. I don't want to. I can't do it justice, but basically, we got there was a witness that was still alive that basically told us about the landing, and there was a homemade museum that we got to see artifacts and hold stuff and see stuff from the landing, which is really awesome. So, hey, Sean's got to go here in a few minutes. So, or right now, Sean, Tony, can you share Sean's channel in the chat? And then
I certainly can. I too have to make like a tree and get out of here. I do have member movie night coming up. So, this is a good segue.
And we're gonna wrap up in a minute.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll get Sean's. Which one you want? Sci-fi model guy, Sean, or you want both?
Yeah, that'll do. Even though I think everyone here in the chat knows about it.
I think the tightly weaved community, but you never know. I mean, somebody did just pick up 11K.
Well, as soon as you start giving us the retro reels on the Retro Reels and Games channel, I'm sure that'll take off too.
Hey, what are you saying? I do. I would, Rob. I'd love to have you on when I do that, because I'm going to do Gallon Towers for the first one, and it's going to actually be kind of a watch party. Here, let me turn on my camera. Hi.
All right.
It'll do kind of a watch party, but I was gonna do it on Sunday, kind of for my birthday, but it got too kind of cattywampus.
Yeah, your birthday was last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, I turned.
Happy belated birthday, Sean.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy 21st. Glad you're finally drinking age.
Man,
like really bad for everyone.
21st, my foot.
Yeah.
Well, how many years in a row have you celebrated your 21st birthday? What's it going to be? 30th year in a row?
30. Yeah, it's my 30th anniversary. And I remember when I was 21, I spent my 21st birthday in Vegas, and I went with a friend. He took me, and we went and saw Randy Travis. He was good. It was a nice little small venue show. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go get my steps in because I got to keep losing weight.
You go do that, Sean?
I'm starting to not recognize you anymore.
Man's beginning to look quite the stately, handsome, gentle sir.
I gotta do something about these. And then this thing.
You'll get it there. Just keep going. Keep going, Sean.
I haven't bothered weighing myself because it doesn't matter. It's like I'm just doing everything I'm supposed to do. Eventually, I'll weigh myself and stuff, but not now. I'm just feeling good.
Yeah.
Part of the journey is not weighing yourself constantly, because you'll then doubt yourself as a result. So.
Yeah. What did you ask, Rob? If I'm going to
do you have a gym membership?
No, I'm everything I'm doing is just body weight, exercises, walking, and eating right.
Calisthenics.
Yeah. That'll work too. Yeah.
HIIT training, HIIT. That's good stuff too. So anyway, thank you for having me on. And
thanks for being here.
Good to see you, bud.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, sir. Bye, Wes. Bye, Tony. Bye, Rob. Goodbye, chat.
Sean Galter, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks for being here, buddy. Subscribe to his channel. Sci-Fi Model Guy.
Talk soon.
His channel is in the chat. I will link it again for good measure.
Yep. And Tony, you said you got to get out of here pretty soon too.
I do have member movie night, ladies and gentlemen. We picked up 36 new members tonight, and a lot of them have piled in on the member Discord. So one of the things I like to do on member movie night that is apart from many of the other people is I don't really do much in the way of sci-fi or comedy. I am a horror geek, first and foremost. And so I like to show off schlocky horror. So if you want something to riff to, or a classic, and want to be a channel member, it costs less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Join our channel memberships. We are 281 strong, and we hope to be breaching the chasm of 1,800 subscribers total by the end of August. We've been putting on a subscriber about 1 or 2 a day. Skeletor shorts are doing quite well. Saturday will be our variety show because Thursday was the annual or the monthly Black Widow Files, and we had such great pre-stream legends that I didn't have to sing a single note. or impersonate a single character. We just went all the way to tier 3, opened up the panel, dumped YouTube in an hour, hung out on Rumble, and called it a day. So, seeing as I've not done my week's worth of work yet, I will be doing that on Saturday, right after podcast with Scooby Pup, as I am her producer. And that will be starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then catch me on Circle of Jerks with Zax. Following into the Saturday night evening. We hope to see you there.
Absolutely. Thank you, Stark of Iron.
And I think everybody has subscribed to me here, but if not, I'm going to press X to doubt. And James Caserta says, I need my own laugh track. I can provide one for you. In fact, here, check this out. James Caserta in the chat says, I need my own laugh track.
Oh, yeah.
That's a rim
And
shot,
now for a word from our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, Tony. I love all the sound effects that you always add to our shows. It's so wonderful.
Well, it's called production quality, my friend. If I can at least do something, it would be to provide a little production quality and witty repartee.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I have
it always reminds me of Ferris Bueller being able to do those sound effects on his keyboard, too.
Yeah. So we will see you on Saturday if you're not a member. And if you are a member, well, I already got my shutter opened. So let's find something to watch and some monster to rip some really hot babes apart. See you all later. Toodles.
See you, Tony.
And congrats again on your 11K. Big shot.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You bet.
Perfect. So, Wes Cagle, we're probably going to wrap it up in a few minutes here anyway.
Cool.
So,
cool.
But yeah, I mean, as I was telling everybody, thank you so much for so many subscribers. I'm so humbled and thankful to have so many wonderful people coming on the channel, so many wonderful people in the chat. The chats have been great. We've had so many people contribute, especially with our Band of Brothers and our other historical stuff, and then the music stuff. It's just been a great thing, and I'm so fortunate to be on Doomcock's channel on Pop Culture Breakdown, and to get to meet all you guys through that. It's just been a blessing to me, and I'm so very thankful for all this, and I'm thankful for everybody who comes on. Heather L does a great job when she comes on my channel. She is the backbone. She does a fantastic job. Agent Pepsi 1, Stark of Iron. You've been on my channel too, Wes Cagle. Thank you so much for all that you've added, and it's been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get monetized and keep going with this. And folks, when I get monetized, we're going to do some really big movies too that we'll talk about, because one of the first movies that I'll talk about when we get monetized is A New Hope. So the original Star Wars. And the big thing that I want to be able to do is talk to people and find out what their reaction was when they first saw it. So hopefully we can get like Doomcock and a whole bunch of other people to at least give me snippets of their reaction to their first time seeing A New Hope. So, but
very cool. Very cool. Yes.
Yeah. James Caserta, thanks for having confidence in me. I never thought you'd last, Rob, really. But I did. So, but yeah, I mean, got a lot of cool stuff. And guys, if you like history and pop culture, hopefully this is a good place for you to check it out. That might be a little bit different than some of the other channels. So, but Wes Cagle, anything you got coming up? Anything you want to talk about or plug?
Well, you may find me from time to time on other people's streams, randomly. Who knows? You never know when. The only stream that's like kind of regular is Dadman's on Wednesday night. We've got a stream together called Dadman Go West. So and it's random. You never know what you're gonna find there, especially if I'm on the air. It could get very squirrely. So you never know. But that other than that, nope. I just say support the members of our community. Like Rob here. The Rob does a great job. Especially go rewatch all of the videos, the streams where he does a particular year in music, where they do the top 40. It's amazing. It's amazing. There is some good commentary. There is some good music there. It is. You will enjoy it, and make sure you see the new stuff going forward, because it's it's really different to be there and interact with the panel in the stream in the chat than it is to just watch the thing on the replay. If you're there, it's interactive. So
yeah, we have a lot of fun. We talk a lot to the people on our stream, and I've got panelist Heather L and Agent Pepsi One and Stark of Iron, and we tend to be able to joke around with each other, but also we get a lot of stuff from the chats, and it's just a lot of fun,
Absolutely.
And I think that's what we need more of in this world is just fun,
Oh yeah. You when you do those, the top 40 in this particular year, did the 80s. The 80s are great. You're doing the 70s now. When you do those, all of the noise of the culture war is thrown into the background because everybody just brings what they love about this particular year. It's fantastic. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And we even talk about the news from those years to
Yep.
There's some shock value in some of those news stories too. It's like, holy cow, this person did what?
Yeah. Funny thing is, though, is that back then the news reported the facts and not reporting stuff that they thought might be divisive. So It was, it's even though you talk about shocking stuff in the news, it's not culturally divisive. So,
yeah. And folks, you can find all the 80s on one playlist. So if you want to watch that, now it's kind of disjointed because we started with 1982 and then went forward and then came back to some of the other ones. So you're gonna kind of see my first live track on 1982, and I will tell you that Mary Ashmead was on that stream, and if you want to hear her voice again, sadly she left us unexpectedly, and still love and prayers for her family. But if you want to see her or remember her, you can find it on that stream. I was fortunate to have her on one stream with me, and I was happy and thankful that she was able to do that. But yeah, those are fun, and we've got one of those coming up on the 17th. It'll be 1974, so we'll figure that out.
Nice, good year, some good stuff. Yeah. Jim Croce, big album.
Oh yeah. We're gonna talk a lot about Jim Croce. Love Jim Croce. But just to plug away, it's some of the stuff I got coming up. If you know Raymond Feliciano and you're on King Dolphin TV, I'll be on there on Saturday talking about my European trip. So that'll be fun. I can't wait to hang out with him and his crew. And then on Sunday, Heather L and I will tackle Tombstone, and we'll give you the movie perspective and the historical perspective. And we'll tell you, is it historically accurate or not? So stay tuned for that. So a lot of fun coming up. But I just want to say thank you once again to each and everyone that's here. I want to thank all my subscribers, those that get the chance to watch this in replay. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Please watch the content. I still need about 1,200 or so more hours to get to the 3,000 to be monetized, and hopefully I can get there soon. But this stream was just to thank everybody and to celebrate it. So thank you for coming on, Wes Cagle. I appreciate that. Sure, thanks to Sean Carter and for Stark of Iron for coming on. Thanks to all my wonderful wrenches that are in the chat. I appreciate everybody. And we're going to close everything out. We're going to see the closing credits, but everybody have a wonderful Thursday. Have a great weekend. Don't forget Ducock's channel, Friday Night Frolics. I'll be in the chat on that. We're going to have a lot of fun. Harvey will be free. Yeah. And if you know, you know. But hope to see you on that. And if not, we'll see you on Sunday. So, and Heather L saying, hey, we'll see you on Sunday. While saying Porky Pig, that's all, folks.
Well, we'll see you on Sunday if Harvey doesn't get out on Friday.
Here. Yeah, I hope so. Jason Love, thank you for coming in. So,
yeah.
But
Sunday only happens if Harvey doesn't get out.
Yeah, no kidding. That's true. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to end the stream, and you're going to see a short video to end it. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you on the next one.